Stranger, may we speak? Over here, you have the look of someone who deals in gold and blood. We seek to right an injustice, but we can't do it alone. Until the Pact set us free, we were the property of the Volek family. Now the last of the Voleks has come to Mournhold. Help us get revenge for generations of slavery. Find Bettina Volek, lure her to her family's townhouse, bring her there, and we will have our revenge. The Volek daughter can be found at the nearby inn. Look for her there. Each of the Voleks has been dealt with, one way or another. Bettina is the last of her line. Taste the breeze and I had an egg daughter, eyes that glint. The Voleks worked her to death. Their own daughter must pay for that crime.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in Riverpool.
Greetings. Have you heard of the once great Volek family? I'm the last of my line. No, I suppose not. My family's been involved in things I'm not proud of. That's part of the reason I returned to Mournhold. I'm here to reclaim my family home. It's been sealed since my father died, when we fled the city for Vardenfell. I was so little then, but I promised I would return. My family kept Argonian slaves. They worked our salt rice plantation and were the source of our wealth, and the cause of our doom. When the Pact freed our slaves, they rose up and murdered my father. My mother and I fled. A shadow hangs over my family. My mother returned last year to claim our property. I never saw her again. She was murdered. I'm sure of it. Now, I think someone is following me. I can handle myself, but I'm still worried. Ah, Sarkir and Tastes the Breeze. They want to kill me as they killed my mother and father. The house is nearby. Meet me there. It's time for me to face my past. Thanks for meeting me here. I'm glad I don't have to face this alone. It's time to face the past. It's a shame the lizards suffered under my parents, but they've had their revenge. They've no right to take my life.
Die, Volek, for eyes that glint.
I suppose I must now see to the farm. It won't ever be the same, you know. Now I guess I'll see about restoring my family's fortune. Eventually, this unnatural pact will fall apart, and we can return to farming the old-fashioned way. Please, take this in gratitude for your help.
Please, listen to me for just a moment. It's very important. Doom has come to Craglorn. The stars have vanished from the sky. Will no one listen? Will no one help? I'm an initiate in the Order of Stargazers. We study the stars and their influence on Tamriel. Not long ago, we noticed irregularities in 3 of the star signs. Shortly thereafter, strange armies overran Craglorn. One of our order, Hara, is leading our efforts to stop these attacks. But we are not warriors. This cart will take you to Belkarth in Craglorn, where you can speak to her personally. Please, help us.
What exactly am I supposed to do with a wagon full of goods and no one to buy them, huh? I have a standing order with those strange warriors at the Ranizah Sword School. Someone usually comes to pick it up, but they haven't shown up this month.
I didn't put any stock into the words of those stargazers until I saw my first sand giant. It cut a horse in half. I haven't run so fast since I was stealing meat on the streets of Riften. Now we're all listening a bit more closely. Everyone is these days. Funny how a few months ago, they were just a bunch of star-obsessed loonies. Now, they're the only folks with any idea what's going on. That observatory is up on top of that big hill there. Can't miss it.
Speak quickly. I am very busy and our order is stretched to the breaking point. Of course, I'm sorry. You've come to help us and I'm being rude. Then I'll start from the beginning. A short while ago, the 3 guardian star signs, the Warrior, the Mage, and the Thief, vanished from the night sky. I wish I knew. I've studied the stars my whole life. I've heard them speak, but now they're silent. It's eerie. All I know is when the Guardians disappeared, 3 powerful beings started attacking Craglorn. They call themselves the Celestials. I don't know. It's not a name I'd ever heard before. 2 of the Celestials identify themselves as the Warrior and the Mage. The third, strangely, calls himself the Serpent, after the 13th constellation. The Thief is nowhere to be found. Stargazers consists of scholars who are no match for the current threat. We need champions to face the Warrior, the Mage, and the Serpent, and, if possible, to find the Thief. Join us. Be our strong arm, our sharp sword against the Celestials. Thank you. We have a lot of work to do. But first, you must become an official member of our order. Enter the Circle of Stars and accept our blessing. Stars above, let this new light do your will.
Accept
Accept
them,
them,
O
O stars.
Let them always follow where you lead.
Oh, please aid them.
And bless them to restore those who have fallen from glory. Our missing guardians.
Oh, please bless them.
We must talk. Do not be afraid. I am a friend. Forgive me. I did not know any other way to contact you without revealing myself. Even now, the Serpent's followers, the Scaled Court, are searching for me. I am the Celestial Thief. I appeared with the other Guardians when the Serpent broke free and manifested in Tamriel. One by one, the Serpent trapped the others. First the Warrior, then the Mage. He wants to do the same to me. Yes, they attacked Craglorn against their will. Listen, the Serpent's nature is chaos. He wants to undermine the very order of reality. He will not stop with Craglorn. My power alone is not enough. You must free the other Guardians. I will help you as much as I dare. But the Serpent is looking for me. If he ensnares me as he has the others, all is lost. Hara and the Stargazers will help you. Use their knowledge. Look for the presence of the Scaled Court. Where they are, the Serpent is surely at work. But you must not tell anyone you saw me. The Serpent's followers are everywhere. In a way, just as you might look at a picture of the star signs and say, that's the thief, or that's the warrior. Just so, I'm the thief, or one way of seeing the thief. Of the 12 rightful star signs, it's the Guardian's duty to protect the lesser signs, our charges, against the destructive ways of the Serpent. With the Warrior and Mage under the Serpent's control, their charges are vulnerable. So is Tamriel.
It would be surprising if I didn't. The Stargazers are only dimly aware of it, but they carry an ancient legacy as students of the star signs. Their devotion has not gone unnoticed. You have been accepted by the stars above. You are now one of us. The stars have accepted you. I just hope it is not too late. Volumes of prophecy have been written about the stars, but not even the oracles foresaw these events. Gather allies before you leave the city. You'll need loyal friends to face the armies of the Warrior, the Mage, and the Serpent. Return to me each time you learn something new. I will use what you learn to devise a plan to defeat the Celestials. It appears that the Serpent has gathered the bulk of his forces in the mountainous region to the north and sealed himself within. So much the better. That gives us a chance to learn what we can about this threat and plan a defense. Tradition holds that the Warrior is one of the Guardians who defends the other stars against the Serpent. But the Warrior Celestial who has recently appeared is no friend. He commands a merciless army of ancient Yokudan warriors called the Ankara. All I know is they are ancient and dangerous. I've heard intriguing rumors from the Daggerfall Covenant outpost to the west of a champion who appeared about the same time as the Ankara. That may be a good place to start looking for answers. One of our number, Errol, has been examining old Nedic writings on the subject. He hopes to find insight into the Celestial's sudden appearance. Errol is smart, but he's not exactly battle-hardened. I'd be grateful if you'd help him. Tradition holds that the Mage, the Warrior, and the Thief are the Guardian star signs. But the magical events in the foothills of Craglorn, including an ever-growing army of Atronachs, suggest that the Mage has fallen under the Serpent's control. The Atronachs were originally summoned by a circle of conjurers from the city of Elenhir to defend Craglorn against the Dark Anchors. But it's clear they're answering to another master now. And, if anything, their numbers are growing. I'm at a loss. The conjurers who summoned the Atronachs have disappeared. But since the Atronachs were summoned to defeat the Dark Anchors, perhaps the Dolmens hold a clue. Strange things. Difficult to describe. A large spell scar in the middle of the desert. And the appearance of two high elves in Belkarth, each claiming to be the Mage herself. It's as if the Mage tried to fight back against the Serpent and lost. I wouldn't rule it out, but I haven't had time to look into their claims. You're free to investigate, but be wary of a trap. The Serpent could simply be baiting us. Last I heard, the women were still at the Crossroads Tavern here in Belkarth.
Help! Please! Many lives are at stake! Please, you must help. There was a terrible accident. My colleague is in grave danger. My colleague, Kelman Locke. We're sorcerers. He leads my circle, or Lehadai. We sought to shatter a dark anchor at its base. To show the Fighters Guild we can do it more efficiently. So we traveled to the Proving Grounds Dolmen. But our plan went horribly awry. The Circle summoned Atronachs to destroy the dark anchor. Instead, they turned on the Circle. One of the Celestials must have caused it. I'm no conjurer. I wasn't next to the summoning when it happened. It's the only reason I escaped to seek help.
He fell right out of the sky, like a bare-arsed comet.
How am I going to do this on my own? Let's not start something we'll both regret. I could use some help, and you're going to want to hear what I have to say. We need to stop the Iron Orcs. They're building an army of trolls. Regent Cassipia sent me to convince them to disband the army, but they took my gold and tossed me out. Now that you're here, I have a better plan. You're my better plan. Between my cheerful optimism and your proclivity for violence, there's no way we can lose. Anyway, you'll help, right? Meet me in the ruined tower on the nearby hill. The Iron Orcs have figured out a way to turn a trollop of trolls into an army. It involves training, armor, and magical runes carved right into their skin. I'll meet you in Ilthog's Undertower, and we can deal with the troll trainer first. Well, it's inside the ruins beneath the old tower. It stinks down there. That's what happens when you shove trolls and Iron Orcs into an enclosed space. Anyway, Ilthog uses the ruins as a training arena for the trolls. Because the Serpent told them to. But nothing good ever came from dressing trolls in armor and giving them weapons, and that's the Acorn's truth. Anyway, stopping the trolls is all part of Cassie's plan to save the Scaled Court. Some of them maybe, but not Cassie and me. We joined the Scale Court to change the world, not destroy it. We're going to fix all this. Honestly, I don't know what Exarch Brodath was thinking. Brodath's the chief of the Iron Orcs. Kind of hard-headed and a tough old tree. When the Orcs joined the Scaled Court, Brodath was given the title of Ophidian Exarch of Undulating Destruction. It's a mouthful, I know, but I love our titles. Ilthog can train anything, but the real secret is the Red Brittle. I mean, the Nerncrux. It makes the trolls more powerful somehow. If you don't help me stop them, all of Craglorn is doomed. And Regent Cassipia doesn't want to see that happen. Regent Cassipia? Leader of the Scaled Court? Oh, you must have heard of her. Cassie's remarkably powerful and extremely confident. And she's so beautiful. Oh, my heart skips a beat just thinking about her. I'm not just a member. I'm Seneschal to the Regent Cassipia. And I'm pretty good at diplomacy. She says I have a way with necessary violence. That's why she sent me on this mission. I tried to convince Ilthog Ironblood to stop training trolls with the gold Cassie gave me. Since that didn't work, I guess I'll have to beat him repeatedly with my pretty staff. Ilthog is the best Iron Orc warrior I've ever seen, and he's a remarkable teacher. No one else can train a troll like Ilthog Ironblood. And that's why we have to... Well, I'm not an expert or anything, but I've been to all the feasts and get-togethers. What are the prerequisites of being Regent Cassipia's Seneschal and bosom companion? I watch, I listen, and I take excellent notes. These Iron Orcs are no fun at all. I had such high hopes for the diplomatic method. Nasty trolls!
Not this again, whelp! Away with you!
Oh well, I tried. The better plan it is. Do you like the lute? I play. A little. Cassie says I'm good, but I think she's just being nice. I wish there had been another way. Poor stubborn Iltharg. They should have taken the gold. Good point. What was I thinking? We're going to have to do a lot more to disband the troll army. I guess I need to go talk to Runescriber Kulth, Armorer Uthic, and maybe even Exarch Bradath. You're right. I know you're right. That doesn't make it any easier. Still, I have a mission, and if violence is the only way to complete it, then violence it is. The Valley of Scars. And yes, the place is as delightful as it sounds. It's north of here. You can't miss it. I'll meet you there. Runescriber Kulth is a true artist. His intricate designs are so beautiful, and powerful too. He adds Nirncrux dust to his ink and carves the runes right into a troll's flesh. Says it boosts the magic. He works. Armorer Uthic crafts the armor worn by the trolls and the Welwers. It's not ordinary armor either. Uthic adds Nirncrux dust to make her armor tougher and more powerful. Her forge is on the east side of the valley. Exarch Bradath is the Iron Orc Chief, but he's also a ranking member of the Scale Court. That's why he has the great honorific, the Ophidian Exarch of Undulating Destruction. Whew, wish I had a title like that. I'm sure he's in the valley somewhere.
Now that you're here, let's go take care of that rune scriber and the armorer.
I'm glad you made it. I don't think the rune scriber or armorer will see. You're nice. I know, because I'm a remarkable judge of character. What's brown and sticky? A stick! Get it? It's a wood elf joke. Eats wood elves. Well, that's what I heard. We have to stop him from inscribing trolls with Nerncrocs. do it? All this running around and fighting. I'm exhausted. This Nirncook's armor is tricky stuff. Without the armorer, the Iron Orcs won't be able to dress up their troll army. There's just one more thing to take care of. Exarch Brother. His throne room is deep inside the mountain, behind the ostentatious door to the north. It's so beautiful. I'll meet you at the Valley of Scars. how he did it. He was imbuing the trolls with pure Nuncrocs, fusing the armor and the runes into a powerful whole. I wonder what happen if one of the mortal races was subjected to the process? Right. Of course. Cassie asked me to bring some of the altered Nurncrux to her, so she can study it. I'll stay here and collect what I need. But thanks, I couldn't have completed my mission without you. I wonder, since we're basically best friends now, could you do a favor for me? Regent Cassipia went to Dragonstar to deal with another part of the Serpent's plan she doesn't want to see come to fruition. I know she's a powerful regent and all, but I'm worried about her. Can you go to Dragonstar and see if she needs any help?
Curse these scale court vermin. A well-sprinkled search for me, beaten and tearing.
Hara.